guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are well and staying safe. Today I'm going to be doing a makeup review on two products that I recently purchased, and also I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial. You guys seem to really enjoy when I do a review and a makeup tutorial in one, and also do some swatches and do a wear test as well. So I hope you guys really enjoy. So it's going to be a nice packed videos for you guys to just sit down and enjoy for a good few minutes. I'm going to be doing a review on the new Huda Beauty Naughty Nude palette. I mean, oh my god, look at it. It just looks so beautiful. I'll be doing some swatches and demos in a second, and also I'll be doing a review on the Huda Beauty Fauxfilter Skin Finish Foundation Stick. Now, this one I'm really excited about because you guys know how much I love my full coverage foundations, or I like my matte foundation. Now, this one is like skin. It's like got a satiny finish. So if you've got similar skin to me, this will be a nice reference point for you guys to know whether it's suitable for your skin as well. So I've already prepped my skin with moisturizer, and I haven't put any primer on, and also done my brows off camera. Just to jump straight into it, I'm going to be showing you the palette first. I'm going to do my eyes first, and it's the new Huda Beauty Naughty palette. Now, it looks so beautiful to look at. Now, if you like your warm mauve colours or your rich colours, you'll love this. So it says at the back that it has 18 eyeshadows, 8 velvety soft pigment mattes, 5 high shine buttery metallics, 3 multi-reflective shimmery cream marbles, 1 matte cream marble, 1 sheer peely gloss hybrid. Now that's the one that throws me off. Like, this is that one, the slippery one, hybrid one that you can put on your eyelids, you can put on your tops of your cheeks, your nose, your lips, you can put it anywhere. I haven't seen that in an eyeshadow palette, if anything ever, that they used a shimmery creamy kind of like clear glossy hybrid to use everywhere else. I mean, don't get me wrong, you can use eyeshadows on your eyes and your highlight. You can highlight with your eyeshadows as well, like your shimmers, but this one's a lot more versatile, so I really was surprised about that. So I'm gonna just quickly swatch that. I mean, nothing comes on my finger as well, so it's nothing that's, yeah, it feels like it's got like a lip balm. It feels like it's a lip balm consistency. Oh yeah, so it does change a little bit, so it's got like a little bit of a gloss to it. So it can give you a little bit of a shine. So it's retailed at £58, and you get 16.1 grams of product in this palette. It just looks really, really pretty to look at, and the colours, like, they've got some like marble effect, which I don't really see that in an eyeshadow palette. So I really, really love that. And the shimmers, they're like multi-dimensional, so it's not just one shade. There's no like pressed glitters in here, which usually you get that in her palettes. So there's none of that. So there's just some shimmers, some creamy matte. So it's quite different to her normal palettes that she usually has. So if you compare this to the natural nude palette that she had, that was more your mattes and your pressed glitters or your pressed pigments. I use these eyeshadows a lot more. In fact, I probably use all of them. The only exception would be this one, which I probably wouldn't use on my eyelids because I've got greasy eyelids already, but I'd probably use this on my lips or on my cheekbones, just to give that little shimmer. So I'd still use this, but not necessarily for my eyes. As I could see myself using all of these eyeshadows, as opposed to other palettes that I've purchased in the past that I just tend to use the more neutral tones as opposed to the pressed glitters. I don't use pressed glitters on palettes. I personally don't like them on my eyelids. I feel like they don't stay on. I'd rather use a shimmer and then use a loose glitter on top to give it a bit more shine. So I personally would buy this palette instead of the new Nude palette. So I'm going to do some swatches for you guys to see, and I'm too scared to touch it. I'm going to start off with Flirty. Definitely really creamy, so I'm going to just put it on my arm. I'm going to just go through it on my arm, so actually I'm going to really press it in. So I'm going to press it in and show you there. Swatch Flirty, and then I'm going to swatch Passion. So Passion has this kind of like iridescent, really nice, so it's like a very iridescent purpley blue. Okay, so I've zoomed in so we can have a little bit of play, so you can see the eyeshadow look that I'll be creating, and you can see properly on my eyes. So I'm starting off with just using just a normal concealer. So I'm just using the L'Oreal Infallible Concealer in the shade Latte. So it's just anything that's just similar to your skin tone. Next I'm going to be using Rumour 2 by Plouise base. I'm going to use this as my eyeshadow base. I'm taking the Morphe M506 brush and I'm going to go straight in with Untamed. So I'm going to look down and just lift my brow up a little bit, and that gap there, I'm just going to pack the product on there and just work it into the crease there. So I'm going to take some more Untamed and just pack that product there. Wow, the colour pigment is really, really strong. Definitely transfers really well. It's almost like a purpley maroony colour. Okay, my battery just died, so I had to just recharge my battery, so I don't know where it stopped. But what I was doing is I was taking the colour, second shade Rough and Naughty, and I've just tapped off the excess and I'm just blending that on just on the outer corner just to diffuse that line, and just to make it a lot more smoother. So I'm going to go in with Spicy ever so slightly and just work that into the outer corner of my eyes and just to intensify that colour. Next I'm going to go in with my flat concealer brush that I used again and take a little bit of that Plouise base, yeah, and I'm just going to use that just to line a base. I'm just taking a pencil brush and I'm just picking it up lightly and I'm just diffusing it. So it's a matte cream marble, so I'm going to take the Desire one, which is like a creamy shade. I'm going to take in, and then I'm going to just put that on just the eyes, just where that part is, just on the centre of my eyes. I'm just taking Shameless, dipping my little pinky in it because it's got that multi-dimension, and I'm just taking it to the centre and just... Do you know what these remind me of? Is the liquid creamy, duo creamy liquid and shimmer sticks that she has. It's the same kind of consistency to that. Power, and I'm probably going to put that right in the centre. Right in the centre, just to mix it up a little bit. Fuse it and blend this out because I love this Untamed colour. I think it's absolutely stunning. I mean, wow, that's beautiful. Really impressed that. I'm going to do the same on the other side. Okay, so I've cleaned up a little bit under my eyes, and now I'm going to go in with a liquid eyeliner. I'm just using the Too Faced Better Than Sex eyeliner. You guys know how much I love this brand and I use it all the time, so I'm going to stick to what I usually use. I'm just going to join it. Then, so for mascara, I'm going to be using the Huda Beauty Legit Lashes mascara. If you watched my previous video, if you haven't already, check it out. It's my review on this mascara. So next I'll be reviewing the Huda Beauty Skin Finish Fauxfilter Foundation Stick. I don't know if I've said that right. Let's have a look. Yes, no. So the Huda Beauty Fauxfilter Skin Finish Buildable Coverage Foundation Stick. That's how you say it. So it basically says, so it's aimed to deliver flawless, natural looking skin. So it has, on the website, it says it's a natural finish, buildable coverage, and it's waterproof as well, which is a good sign, especially when you're wearing a mask. So it's got 39 shades, retailed at £32, and it's in 12.5 grams. So it's fragrance free, which is amazing because her previous foundations have been quite fragrance, as you might have noticed. So people that are sensitive to fragrance, you'll be happy to hear that. It's non-comedogenic, which essentially means it's not going to clog your pores, which is amazing. I think it's taking the fragrance out of it, that's probably helped it a lot. It's non-drying, which is amazing because it's not going to give you a matte finish, but it's probably going to be, so we'll see how well that works, but it probably is going to be a little bit more of a satiny finish, a satiny look. Formulated for all skin types, which is amazing, suitable for oily skin, dry skin, and combination skin, which I'll be pleased to hear. So I'm not going to wear any primer just to see how well it does for that reason. It's waterproof. I might do a test on that, so I'll go on my Insta stories one day if I go back to, when I go back to work. I'll probably do a wear test and see how well it lasts with a mask on as well, so I'll be sure to stay tuned for that on my Insta stories. It's 10-hour wear, which is amazing. Again, I'll probably do that, and it's sweat and humidity resistant, which is amazing, especially when you're all under that mask and it gets hot and sweaty sometimes. It'll be interesting to see how well it lasts. For today, I'm just going to wear it and see how well it sits on my skin and get used to it, and basically introduce myself to this foundation and see how well it works with me. So I got the shade Amaretti, which is the same colour I've got with the other foundation. So hopefully I've got the right match. Sometimes they do tend to be a little bit different, but we will see. So I'm just going to open it. So when I open it, the packaging is quite sleek. So that's what the packaging looks like. So on this side I'm going to do the foundation brush, which I'm just going to use the Real Technique. It's just a foundation brush, just like a nice dense foundation brush. So I'm going to be using a foundation brush on this side, and then I'm just going to use a beauty blender on this side as well, so just to see the difference. So I'm going to do a little swatch. Okay. Oh, it glides on really well. I'm going to just do some marks here. So it just says just apply it. Okay, so that might be a little bit too warm. I might have gotten the wrong shade, but we will make it work, don't worry. And then I'm just going to use the foundation brush, and I'm just going to blend it in and see how well it blends in. Because the shade range is a bit weird, even though it's now 39 shades. I have a feeling I might have been a little bit more lighter with Amaretti foundation, the liquid foundation Amaretti, and it's the perfect shade. But I think this one's a little bit more darker, which is fine. I'll make it work, but it could be a little bit too orangey. Yeah. I mean, it's a little bit warmer, you can see like the difference, but I do like to look a little bit more tanned than I actually am. So it's fine, I'll make it work. With on this side, I'm going to use my beauty blender, so I'm just going to use that on my beauty blender. So just going to apply it straight as if I would do with my beauty blender, and then just go straight in and see how well it does it with that. Now I feel like with the beauty blender it's going to be a little bit less coverage because it's going to absorb up moisture. It's really sheer with the beauty blender. So I'm going to see if I can try it on with this method and see if it works that way. Conceal, I'm going to be using the NARS Soft Matte Concealer, and then I'm just going to take a flat concealer brush and apply some on underneath my eye. Next I'm going to take the Huda Beauty Tanto palette in the shade Light, and I'm just going to contour with this on my temples. Now it blends in really well with this foundation. It doesn't seem to have moved much at all. Now see how well it works with the powder as well, and see how well it sits in with the foundation. We're using the Huda Beauty translucent powder in the shade Pound Cake. but I just feel it's so nice and creamy, this foundation. It feels really nice. I still doesn't feel like I've got foundation on, and that's the beauty of it. Seconds. I'm going to just let this bake for a few minutes, and I'm going to finish off the rest of my makeup, and then I'll come back with my finished look and then my final thoughts as well. Be right back. Okay, so I've just finished doing the rest of my makeup. I've just popped on some lashes just to complete this look. So I used the baby girl lashes in Pineapple. I'll link it in the description box below, all the products that I've used today, and so if you want to go and purchase them as well, so they'll be linked in the description box below. I'm going to finish off this look by putting on a lipstick, and then I'm just going to do like a final thoughts on this look. I think it would really complement, so I purchased this just to go for this look as well. I didn't know what I was going for, but I've gone for the shade Lady Boss. Ooh. That's a really, really nice colour. Like that, that's a gorgeous colour, so I'm really happy with that. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video as much as I did making it. It was so much fun, and I had so much fun with the palette as well. I tried to use as many shades as possible on my eyes, but I think I realised at one point there's only so much I can do in one sitting. So I am going to definitely have a little bit more of a play with this palette on my Instagram, so I'll be doing some more videos on my Instagram page, so be sure to check that out. I'll link it in the description box below, and also across this banner as always, for you guys to follow me on Instagram as well, and just to see how I've created this look and some other looks that I've already created. I really enjoyed this look. It's a very sultry, smoky, kind of like burgundy autumnal look. My hair's all over the place. It looks as though I've got wet hair, but it's actually just mousse. So yeah, I just thought I'll do like a slick back hair as well, just to complement this look. But overall, I'm really, really happy with the palette. I think the colours transfer really well. There was a lot of kickback and a lot of fallout with the darker tones, especially with Untamed. And overall, the shimmers are really nice. I haven't really tried this, but I'm gonna try it now and just see how it looks. But oh wow, see, look, that shimmer looks really, really nice. It's come on really well. I do like this palette a lot. I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10 purely because there was a lot of fallout on the darker pigments that I used, and the shimmery shades, I think I had to just use my fingers, and the transfer was better with a finger than it was with a brush. Those were the only two negatives, I suppose, missing it out. So yeah, I'm really, really happy with it. I will be having a little bit of play and doing some more natural looks with this as well. I know I went a little bit dramatic with this look, but I always end up going dramatic. I try to keep it calm, and then I end up going a bit over the top. So but yeah, I'm really pleased with how it's turned out. The shimmers seem to be really, really creamy. So the next something I used was the Huda Beauty Fauxfilter Skin Finish Stick Foundation. This, I love it. It does not feel like foundation on my skin. It hasn't moved at all. I used it with a cream, contour and highlight, as you saw, and then I finished it off with a powdered I finished it off with a loose powder and some more bronzer on, and my foundation has not moved whatsoever, so which is a plus. Usually with cream stick foundations the product tends to move a little bit, especially if it's a satiny or a sheer finish. The product tends to move, but this seems to have stayed in place, which is an absolute bonus. You want that coverage, but you don't want to feel like you've got foundation on. Now I've gone for a full glam look, so even now, even when I've got a full glam look on, it does not feel like I've got foundation on, so that's an absolute bonus for me, because I hate the feeling of having foundation on, and especially full coverage foundations, you do tend to get that horrible feeling after a couple of hours. I'm dying for it to come off. So yeah, so far I've enjoyed it. I've had something to eat and I've had it for a few hours now, and I really enjoyed it. The time now is it's almost 10 o'clock, so and I don't feel like I need to take it off. I'm going to give this a 10 out of 10. I really, really like this foundation. So far so good. I'm going to be wearing it for a couple of hours when we are out of lockdown. And yeah, so that's my overall review. All products that I've used today will be listed in the description box below. So guys, I hope you really enjoyed this video, and I'll be showing you some new videos that are upcoming. So yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell notification for any new videos that I'll be uploading.